teams and Hamilton coaches help us play with discipline, toughness, and respect. They remind the game of how we compete and how we respond. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Good afternoon from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex here in Jefferson City, Tennessee, as Carson-Newman continues and concludes its home weekend series, the final one of the month of March, with a doubleheader today against the Newberry Wolves. And the Eagles will send Ryan Higgins to the mound after winning the series opener yesterday 11-7 thanks to a 4-run eighth inning to help the Eagles get the victory. Ryan Higgins is warming up prior to his 9th start of the season. 36 total innings for the junior, 31 strikeouts. The walks and the freebies have added up for him this season. He's issued 21 walks and 10 hit by pitches for 31 freebies in 36 innings. This season, a win and 3 losses for the junior, who has a 5.7 earned run average. And he goes up against this Newberry lineup today. Luke Compton will lead things off for the Wolves. He bats leadoff, hitting .342 this season. Cooper Raines and Keeler Osbin round out the top 3 scheduled hitters for the Wolves. Finn McLaughlin up a spot in the order today. He'll bat cleanup for the Wolves. Josh Bandy also up a spot, batting 5th. Bryson Knuckles pinch hit in the 9th inning yesterday. He is the DH, batting 6th. Luke White makes his 5th start and bats 7th with Chandler Mims and Jomar Lugo, Newberry's middle infielders, making up the 8th and 9th spots in the batting order. The Newberry Wolves entered the weekend 13-5 in league play and a tie for 3rd place. Carson-Newman in 7th place. 2 teams in different spots in the standings. Eagles hoping to flip-flop with the Wolves and make a run up the league standings, and the Wolves trying to stay up there. And they'll look for at least 1 today and maybe 2 to win this series. That's what they'll need to do, sweep a Saturday doubleheader to win this series here this afternoon against Carson-Newman. We're going to get underway a little later than usual as Ryan Higgins has the sign from Carson Cochran. First pitch of the game comes across the plate for a strike at 12:04 p.m. Off and running in this middle game of the series. Compton takes outside, and it's a ball and a strike on Newberry's leadoff hitter, hitting .342 with a couple of home runs, a team best 29 runs batted in. The 1-1, he shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball outside. 2 balls and a strike to open the first inning on a 47-degree sunny day. We expect the temperatures to be up into the high 50s by the time these 2 teams work into the final game of the day, as Compton fouls the next pitch back, and it's an even 2-2 count to Newberry's leadoff batter here in the first. Yesterday's game was back and forth. Both teams exchanged the lead a handful of times. The last went to Carson-Newman in the 8th as Knuckles swings and fouls one back. Just barely fouled it back to stay alive. Eagles scored 4 times in the 8th inning. All 11 runs were scored in 3 innings. for Carson-Newman yesterday. 3-run second, 3-run fifth, 4-run eighth, as this one's poked softly out towards shallow center. Jono Pierce, running back, will make the catch on the run, making the over-the-shoulder grab for the first out of the game. Excellent play by Jono Pierce, ranging into the outfield to make the over-the-shoulder catch for out number one. And that's how things start for Carson-Newman. Only one change defensively in the lineup for Carson-Newman. Maddox Green's in left field. He's the only change. He'll bat leadoff. Braxton Smith, Bradley Soto Diaz left to right in the outfield as Ryan Higgins fires in a strike. In the infield, we mentioned Jono Pierce. You've got Aiden Gibson at third base, Cole Nathan at second, Logan Floyd at first, and Carson Cochran behind the plate as the next one home is outside for a ball. One count on Newberry's two-hitter. Next one home, a swing and a slowly hit ball foul down the line at third. And it's 1-2. Higgins has worked ahead on Newberry's left fielder, Cooper Raines. Raines hitting .314 in his 29th start of the year. 1-2, ball into the turf. Cochran will block it. And the count evens at 2-2. Higgins making his 9th start of the year. 2-2 pitch is a slider pop foul back behind home. And the count remains an even 2-2 so far. Higgins has offered 9 pitches. He's worked ahead on the first 2 hitters here, trying to take care of Cooper Raines. 2-2 line for Higgins. Slider lifted high in the air. Again, foul as Cochran loses his mask, but sees it go out of play. Good battle here by Raines and Compton to start this contest here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Higgins winds and pitches. Slider low and away, taken outside, and it's a 3-2 count. Payoff from Ryan Higgins here in the first is grounded foul down the line at third base. Higgins has had some really good performances this year and has struggled at times as well. Only lasted 3 innings at Tusculum last weekend. In a start where he allowed 5 hits and 4 runs, only threw 52 pitches. Here's another payoff, a swinging strike 3. Good breaking ball by Ryan Higgins. He gets Cooper Raines swinging for the second out of the first inning. That slider has been so good for Higgins throughout his Eagles career, and he goes to it there for the second out of the inning. And now Keeler Osborne with 2 away. He homered yesterday. He takes Zion outside to open his first at-bat in this middle game of the series for ball 1. Osborne's home run yesterday, the first of his season, 23 RBI for the year as he rolls one to first. Nice sliding play by Logan Floyd near the first base line. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Wolves in the opening inning. Good start from Ryan Higgins. Carson-Newman bats for the first time in this middle game of the series when we come back to Jefferson City, Tennessee on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Back for the home half of the first inning. Carson-Newman bats for the first time against Newberry's pitcher here today as Maddox Green will lead things off for Carson-Newman. Maddox Green, Cole Nathan, Logan Floyd, the first three scheduled hitters. Bradley Soto Diaz, Sebastian Rodriguez, Braxton Smith, the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Carson Cochran bats seventh for the second straight game. Aiden Gibson up one spot after his 4-for-4 day yesterday. He'll bat eighth with John O. Pierce rounding out Carson-Newman's lineup. Against Nick Rydell, Newberry's starting pitcher today. He has not lost a game this season, a 6-0 record for Rydell so far in 2026. The freshman has a 2.7 ERA over his 8 appearances, 7 starts with a couple of complete games in 45 2/3 innings pitched this season. 41 strikeouts as well for the right-hander who goes to work against Maddox Green to open the home half of the first. First pitch fastball inside from Rydell at 86 for ball 1. Rydell, the freshman righty, goes back into his wind, and the next one is poked out toward right field by Maddox Green. Backtracking is Bandy, gets near the wall, and will make the catch. Good pop off the bat of Green, hit at 91 miles per hour, but Bandy had a good beat on it for out number 1. Joining Josh Bandy in the outfield, same lineup. Compton out in center field with Cooper Raines in left. Jomar Lugo, Chandler Mims at second base and shortstop to make up the middle infielders. Finn McLaughlin will play third in this game after DHing yesterday. Keeler Osbin is the first baseman with Luke White back behind the plate again to catch Rydell, who offers a breaking ball low to Cole Nathan for ball 1. Scoreless home half of the first. Cole Nathan gets to bat here with one away for the first time today, hitting .295. Takes inside on a fastball, and it's 2-0. Nathan yesterday was part of a Carson-Newman lineup that had every starter record a base hit. Nathan was 1 for 4. Logan Floyd, Aiden Gibson each had 4 RBI days as Rydell's breaking ball drops in knee high for a strike. 3 other Eagles joined Gibson and Floyd to help drive in 11 runs in the 4-run victory yesterday. It was a balanced offensive performance that saw Carson-Newman compile 15 hits in the win. 2-1 breaking ball is low from Rydell, and it's a 3-1 count on Cole Nathan here in the first with 1 away. Breaking ball stays inside, and Cole Nathan will draw a 5-pitch walk to give Carson-Newman its first base runner and the game's first base runner. That'll bring Logan Floyd to the plate. His swing in the 8th inning gave us our final lead change in the opener yesterday. Floyd crushed his 7th home run of the season and his 16th of his career, well over the left field wall off Anthony Plotkin in the 8th inning to give the Eagles the lead for good. First pitch from Rydell, a breaking ball low for ball 1, and now Rydell has missed with 5, or rather 6 of his last 7 pitches here in this first inning after getting Maddox Green to fly out. The righty comes set and offers a 1-0 breaking ball to Floyd that's also low. And it's 2-0 on Logan Floyd facing Nick Rydell, the 6-foot freshman righty from Tampa, Florida. Good numbers for Rydell, and just like Jacob Clark, has pitched well here as of late. Back-to-back outings in which he's gone 7 1/3. And only one of those starts he allowed a run. 2-0 pause for the freshman, and he offers a fastball away for ball 3. Throw down to first, no tag. Nathan slides back safely, so 10 pitches from Rydell and just 2 strikes here in this opening inning. The righty comes set and pitches a fastball high and inside for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk drawn by Logan Floyd after a 5-pitch walk drawn by Cole Nathan. And Newberry's infield is going to come in and talk things over here, and their pitching coach will also join in on the mound as Rydell has not had his usual command. He's only walked 12 guys in 46 innings of work this year, and now he's walked 2 in the first 3 batters he's faced here in his start in Jefferson City. Bradley Soto Diaz, the cleanup hitter for Carson-Newman, will bat as Newberry's mound visit is over. The Eagles have first and second occupied here in the opening inning. Trying to start the scoring in this middle game of the series. A win in this first of the day for the Eagles would set up a chance to sweep the Wolves later today. Rydell sets and pitches, and Soto Diaz waits on a breaking ball that was 75 miles per hour and fouls it back into the screen. Just the 3rd strike thrown by the rookie here in this opening inning, and 12 overall pitches. The righty Rydell sets at the belt. Ethan gets a lead at second base. That's where Rydell looks a second time, and now offers an 0-1 breaking ball. That's Soto Diaz. It's sky high out toward right center field. Bandy is in position to make the catch near the right center field gap. His throw goes to second, where Cole Nathan is staying put on a fly out to right. Bandy makes the catch. 2 away, and now Sebastian Rodriguez with 2 on and 2 out in this opening inning. Rodriguez bats for Carson-Newman. Both these teams had great success batting with 2 outs in yesterday's 18-run performance between the 2 teams as Luke White drops the fastball that was outside, but no runners will advance as Rodriguez takes ball 1 away. Rodriguez DHing for the 3rd time this year, 2nd straight game as well. Hitting .324 for the year. 12 hits for Rodriguez all this month, including a multi-hit performance yesterday as well. 1-0 on the way from Rydell as a slider that backdoors Rodriguez on the corner for a called strike from our home plate umpire Eric Nolan in this middle game of the series. Tyler Jetting will call balls and strikes in the finale. He's at first base for this game with Chuck Henson as the 3rd base umpire. 1-1 pause, long pause, and now Rydell offers to Rodriguez a fastball on the outside corner, a called strike. Rydell has thrown back-to-back pitches toward the outer part of the plate, and has got 2 strikes now ahead on Rodriguez here in the first. One-two set with 2 on and 2 out. Rodriguez batting for Carson-Newman. Breaking ball, rolled over softly to the right side. It is an easy and routine play made by Jomar Lugo to end the inning. Carson-Newman gets a couple of base runners on 2. Nick Rydell walks, but the Eagles leave them on base. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left by the Eagles in the first. We head to the second after this.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Back for the top half of the second inning, Ryan Higgins back to work for Carson-Newman in a scoreless contest here on the Eagles Sports Network. Higgins making his 9th start of the season, hoping that his 9th start is his 2nd win of the year. He's 1-3 overall in his junior season. He goes to work against Finn McLaughlin, the third baseman for the Wolves. Takes a big hack at a Higgins changeup for swinging strike one. McLaughlin yesterday hit in the 5 spot. Went 0 for 3, did reach base. He was walked in 5 plate appearances. 0-1 line for the right-handed junior pitcher. Another swing and a miss at another changeup, and it's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Higgins working ahead early against these Newberry batters. He's already thrown 11 strikes and 17 offerings. Ahead 0-2 on McLaughlin to open the second. Long look into his catcher, Carson Cochran, and now the pitch home is a fastball away. Swing and a miss. Ball into the turf. Cochran will throw down to first as Higgins will have his 2nd strikeout in 4 batters. He takes care of McLaughlin in 5 pitches for the opening out of the 2nd inning. Good start from Higgins. This was how Christian Henderson started his outing yesterday. Sent the Wolves down in order in the first couple of innings, and then Newberry took advantage of a few Eagles miscues in the 3rd to tie the game at 3 in yesterday's opener as Josh Bandy takes called strike 1 on Higgins' 20th pitch of this start. Bandy, a .303 hitter, waits on an 0-1 and swings and misses at a slider. Quickly 0-2, back-to-back 0-2 counts for Ryan Higgins to start this 2nd frame. Facing Josh Bandy, one of 2 Wolves that had a multi-hit performance yesterday. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a line drive foul. Just barely Bandy was able to make contact as he gave a half-hearted effort on Higgins' 0-2 slider. Count stays 0-2. Higgins has retired the first 4 batters he's faced. And the next one home. Fastball outside. Waste pitch there. Bandy stays away. Ryan Higgins this season has 1 start of scoreless baseball this year, 3 overall with 1 run or less allowed as a swing and a just barely nicking the bat is Bandy on another Higgins slider, and it's going to stay a 1-2 count. Another 1-2 on the way, and this one's softly hit down the line at third. It is a foul ball when Aiden Gibson fields it right on the line. It was fair until it went into Gibson's mitt. And Bandy fouls a third straight pitch off to keep his first at-bat alive. And he'll make a slow walk back toward the batter's box in a scoreless second inning here on the Eagles Sports Network. Bandy back to work. He's fouled 3 straight pitches off against Higgins. Here's another 1-2, and this one's a slider that's well outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Higgins winds a 2-2 to Bandy. Is hit sharply to short, and Pierce is unable to make the catch. It was hit on a line, and it goes off his glove into the outfield. And the Wolves have their first runner of the game. Be a fielding error on Jono Pierce to allow Bandy to reach here with 1 away. As Ryan Higgins misses with a fastball away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on the 6-hitter Bryson Knuckles. Came in as a pinch hitter yesterday and was able to reach base on a base hit into left field, a single, as he takes outside on a slider, and it's 2-0. Knuckles a .301 hitter for the year, a rare time that he's come off the bench in his junior season. Righty Higgins pauses prior to a 2-0, and it's a check swing foul by Knuckles for strike 1. Two balls and a strike here in this second inning. Carson-Newman and Newberry scoreless in the first of 2 today, and in the middle game of the series. Long pause for Higgins at the belt, and he'll pick to first base. Back safely on a dive is Josh Bandy, who has only swiped 1 base this season, but again, this is a Newberry team that leads the conference in stolen bases, and they steal them at about a 76% clip as Pierce catches the line drive, throws back to first, and getting back safely is Josh Bandy. So Pierce gets redemption as he catches this line drive off the bat of Bryson Knuckles for the second out of the inning. Nearly doubled up Bandy, but he's back safely at first. So 2 away, and in steps Luke White, the 7-hitter, the catcher for the Wolves, with 2 away. Just the 5th start of the year for Luke White. He got his 3rd hit of the year yesterday. And Higgins will check on Bandy at first base. Top 2 base runners for this Newberry offense, so their top 2 hitters, Luke Compton and Cooper Raines, they've combined for 29 stolen bases. Pitch out by Higgins, will throw to first. No tag by Floyd as Bandy gets back safely. Eagles keeping a concerted effort there at first base to keep a close eye on Bandy here with 2 outs. Higgins comes set, and his 1-0 home is a slider on the outside part of the plate, and it misses for a ball. Eric Nolan's zone has been a little back and forth so far. Nick Rydell got a couple outside pitches in the first inning. Higgins doesn't get one there. Here's the 2-0 fastball, and it's low ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here on Nick Rydell, or on Luke White, rather, with 2 outs here in the second. .30. There's a fastball, 86 miles per hour down the middle for a strike. 3-1 the count on Newberry's 7-hitter Luke White. We're scoreless in the second inning here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. A runner at first, 2 away for the Wolves. The pause by Higgins, and his 3-1. Swing and a slowly hit ball off the foot of White that goes into fair territory, and will be a foul ball. Higgins has battled back after falling behind 3-0. He's now worked it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in this second inning. Higgins against Luke White. Bandy will be on the move. Nobody holds him at first base. He takes off. The pitch is a slider that drops in for called strike 3. Great work by Ryan Higgins in the second inning. He strikes out 2 more Wolves to pitch a scoreless second frame. He's got 3 punch-outs through 2. Eagles try to start the scoring in the home half of the second after this.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Braxton Smith will lead off for Carson-Newman in the home half of inning number 2. We're scoreless in this first game of the day. Nick Rydell back to work for the Wolves in the second. His first pitch of the frame is an outside fastball to Braxton Smith for ball 1. 17 pitches for Rydell to pitch a scoreless first. He only threw 7 strikes in that opening inning. 1-0 pitch to Smith. The center fielder takes an inside corner breaking ball. Eagles enter the day 18-12 overall, 9-10 in the league, while Newberry is 19-13. Similar records for these two teams, but way different conference records as Smith fouls the next one back, and it's 1-2. Wolves are 13-6 in the league, while Carson-Newman's 9-10. But we discussed it yesterday how Newberry's schedule in league play has been much different than Carson-Newman's, and the Wolves will play all of the top teams in the final month of the year after this weekend as Smith swings and misses at a change-up low for swinging strike 3, 1 away on Nick Rydell's first punch-out of the afternoon. And in steps Carson-Newman's catcher Carson Cochran, who's ticked his batting average up to .390 entering the day. First one to Carson-Newman's backstop is an outside breaking ball for ball 1 to Carson Cochran, who is hitting nearly .500 over his last 10 games and has reached base safely in 7 straight. A fantastic month of March for the redshirt sophomore catcher, who takes inside, and he's worked ahead 2-0 on Rydell. Command hasn't been there yet for this freshman righty, but he's been able to work through this Carson-Newman lineup effectively despite 2 walks, and not quality command yet as he finds the zone with a 2-0 pitch to make it 2-1. Aiden Gibson, John O'Pierce to follow in this frame as Cochran hits one softly to second. Lugo near the second base bag, fields cleanly and throws out Carson Cochran for the second out of the inning, and now it's Aiden Gibson. Two outs in the inning. Aiden Gibson, after a 4-for-4 day at the plate, matched his career high for the second time this season. He takes called strike one on the first pitch he sees from Nick Rydell here in this second inning. Next one home, and it's a pop fly into foul ground, giving it a look as Osborne goes up the hill and runs out of room. 0-2 the count on Carson-Newman's third baseman, who was 4 for 4, reached base all 5 times, hitting in the 9th spot in the order. He was fantastic and basically summed up Carson-Newman's top-to-bottom offensive performance. That was one of the best of the season. 0-2 wind for Rydell. His pitch to Gibson's an outside breaking ball. It's a 1-2 count. Gibson up to the 8th spot in the batting order for the first time this season. The 6th different spot that he's hit in the lineup this year as he swings behind a fastball at 88 miles per hour from Rydell, who punches out 2 eagles in the second to match Ryan Higgins' 2 strikeouts in the second. We're scoreless through 2 in this middle game of the series between Newberry and Carson-Newman on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Ryan Higgins back to work in the top of the third inning. First pitch of the frame is a good one to Chandler Mims, Newberry's shortstop, for called strike one. Higgins has been good so far for Carson-Newman. 2 scoreless innings, 38 pitches, 24 strikes for the righty, whose next one home is a slider that dips just below the strike zone, according to head umpire Eric Nolan. And it's an even 1-1 count. 1-1 home, slider lifted foul, and it's strike 2. Soto Diaz gives it a look, but runs out of room. 7 batters faced, 3 strikeouts for Higgins. The only one to reach was by an error in the second. That was Josh Bandy. Higgins with 3 strikeouts, looking for a 4th as Mims stays away from a fastball away, and it's an even 2-2 count. Slider, swing and a miss. Higgins goes back door with a swing and a miss on a slider against Chandler Mims for strikeout number 4, and that's the opening out of inning 3 as Jomar Lugo is the last to face Higgins in this Newberry batting order. Higgins has been able to throw that pitch well, throwing it away to Newberry hitters, but dropped it on the inside corner and got a late swing from Mims for the strikeout. 1 away, and Lugo, who reached 5 times yesterday, takes a strike. He was walked 4 times by Carson-Newman's pitching staff yesterday. 0-1 fastball runs inside and hits him, and hits Eric Nolan, who goes down to 1 knee after taking a fastball off Lugo and then to his chest, or maybe off his left side of his mask. And so Lugo reaches base for the 5th time in this series, and now the concern is with the home plate umpire, Eric Nolan. Here with 1 away in this 3rd inning. It's hard to tell on our replay where it hit the home plate umpire. Get another look at it from our center field cam. Hits Lugo and looks like it just hits up near his left shoulder and maybe even off his mask as well. 1 away, Newberry will have a runner on base as both head coaches Tom Griffin and Jay Snyder have a conversation at home plate to check on the home plate umpire. Both athletic trainers were out there as well. And Trey Miller will give Eric Nolan a second to take a drink and relax and catch his breath after taking a hit by pitch there with 1 away in this 3rd inning. So Lugo's now reached 5 times without recording a base hit this weekend. 4 times he's been walked, and now he's been hit by a pitch, and that's why we've got this delay in action. Back to the top of the order for the Wolves after the hit by pitch. Here in this 3rd inning. 1 on, 1 out, and Higgins will check on Jomar Lugo, who has only stolen 1 base, but is a threat over there. This Newberry team will play small ball and trying to move runners into scoring position. As Compton swings at the first one he sees from Higgins and lifts it foul into foul territory along the left field line. For a foul ball, strike 1 on Newberry's center fielder. Wolves have not been swept in a weekend series. They have lost in a weekend series this season. That was last weekend hosting Lincoln Memorial. Lost the opener and finale. Higgins will pick the first low throw, but a nice snag by Higgins. Next one home, a ground ball to second. Nathan moves to his left and bobbled it initially, so his only play will be to first base, and he throws out Luke Compton for the second out of the inning. Lugo moves to second base. So productive out. Looked like it could be a ground ball double play. Instead, it is just a force out at first base on the ground out. So 2 away for the 2-hitter Rains, who takes outside for ball 1. One-0 pause for Higgins. Newberry has a runner in scoring position for the first time in the game, and now a foul ball makes it a 1-1 count. Next one from Higgins, low, and it's 2-1. Newberry has not recorded a hit yet in this game, but has a chance to strike first. Two-one home, slider lifted out towards center field. Braxton Smith moves to his right, and he'll make the catch to retire this side. Newberry gets a base runner on a hit by pitch, but Lugo left in scoring position. No runs, no hits, no errors. And one left by the Wolves. We head to the home half of the third with Carson-Newman ahead, or Carson-Newman tied, trying to get ahead for the first time in this first game of the day on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Two scoreless innings for Nick Rydell. He goes back to work against the 9-hitter Jono Pierce to open the third inning, and then back to the top of the order for the Eagles in this home half of the third. First pitch of the inning is a pitch that gets away from the catcher White for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. The count on Jono Pierce, a .243 hitter who has continued to increase his batting average as the year has continued on. Inside fastball this time from the righty Rydell, and he's fallen behind 2-0 on Carson-Newman's shortstop. 1 for 4 day for Pierce. His base hit was part of a 3-run second in yesterday's win. For Carson-Newman, 2-0 pitch is a breaking ball that stays high. It's a 3-0 count on Jono Pierce to open the third. Already 2 walks for Rydell in his 8th start of the year. Here's his 3-0 fastball, and it's a good one for a strike. We mentioned Rydell's walk number. He had walked just 12 guys in 46 innings entering the day. Here's his 3-1 to Pierce, and it's a fastball on the outer edge for called strike 2. He's had a season-high 3 twice this season. Tusculum and UVA Wise were the starts in which he walked 3. Here's his payoff to Pierce, an inside corner fastball that rings up Pierce, who never took the bat off his shoulders and is caught looking for strike 3. Third punch out for Rydell, second straight, starts the third, and now back to the top of the order for Maddox Green. First pitch to Green is ball 1 inside. Back to the top of this Eagles order. Neither side has a hit through the first 3 innings of this game. Swinging a softly hit ball back behind the mound. Lugo moves to his right, throws on the run. A terrific play by the grad student Jomar Lugo, ranging near the second base bag. Throws back across his body to retire Maddox Green for the second out. Terrific defensive play. For out number 2. Now Cole Nathan bats for Carson-Newman. First pitch fastball, Nathan skies it foul. Just 20 strikes for Nick Rydell in 38 pitches. He's only found the zone just over half the time, but he's pitched effectively and has limited the base runners. Just the 2 walks in the opening inning for Carson-Newman offensively so far. The 1 fastball is spiked into the ground. And it's 1-1 with 2 away in this third inning. Scoreless first game of the day for Carson-Newman and Newberry so far. Both teams have had base runners and runners in scoring position as Nathan gets drilled in the back by a fastball. Second hit batter of the contest already is going to allow Carson-Newman to have a 2-out runner in Cole Nathan. Certainly no intent there from Rydell, especially with the 3-hitter Logan Floyd after Nathan. Chase Snyder out of the first base dugout is pointing out some defensive alignment here for his outfielders that are playing near the warning track against Floyd here with 2 away. All righty, Rydell sets, and the first one to Floyd is a low breaking ball for ball 1. Throw back down to first. Nathan caught leaning and can't get back to the first base bag in time. Tyler Jetting at first base calls out Cole Nathan, who got an extended secondary lead and is backpicked by Newberry's catcher Luke White to end the third. We're scoreless after 3 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Really good work from Ryan Higgins through 3 innings, 3 scoreless with 4 punch-outs and 50 pitches for the junior righty, who drops in a breaking ball to Keeler Osbin for called strike 1 to open the 4th. Higgins usually, and has been over the last pair of seasons, Carson-Newman's Friday starter, Game 1 starter, more often than not, since becoming part of Carson-Newman's starting rotation. But pitching here on a Saturday afternoon in the second game of the series, as his 1-1 fastball drops knee-high to Osbin for called strike 2. Eagles wanted to work on a few things mechanically with Higgins prior to his 9th start of the year. He's looked good so far. 1-2 wind, and a swing and a foul tip. Just barely Osbin got his bat to that outside pitch to stay alive at 1-2. One of Carson-Newman's volunteer assistant coaches, Luke Goforth, actually caught Ryan Higgins' bullpen session on Wednesday prior to this weekend start. Here's a slow roller to second. Nathan will charge in after it and make the play to retire Osbin. A 4-3 putout opens the 4th inning. And now the 4-hitter Finn McLaughlin with 1 away. Luke Goforth, former reserve catcher for Carson-Newman, spent some time in the outfield, in the infield. Never actually caught a game in the Eagles orange and blue, but has the ability to do it. Caught Ryan Higgins' bullpen, and I'm sure we'll take some credit for Higgins' quality start if he puts together one and continues what he's done so far for his effort on Wednesday afternoon with the junior. Back-to-back misses here from Ryan Higgins to open the at bat for Finn McLaughlin, who's 0 for 1, one of the 4 strikeout victims for Higgins as he works through this Newberry order for the 2nd time. 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball. McLaughlin thought about it late, did not swing, and takes a called strike. Two ball, 1 strike count on Newberry's cleanup batter, who hits .260 for the year. High fastball. It was above his hands, and he stays away from it, 3-1. Even though the Wolves have not been able to get a base hit yet against Higgins, they have Ryan his pitch count up to 59. Here's the 60th, and it's hit back up the middle, and there is Newberry's first base hit, to single up the middle for Finn McLaughlin, his second of the weekend. Now Josh Bandy, the 5-hitter. That is the game's first hit. It comes with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning for a pair of teams that combined for 18 runs on 23 hits yesterday. Two offenses slow out of the gates here in the middle game of the series in the first of the day. First one to Bandy is a ground ball bouncing its way through the left side for a base hit. First and second, now back-to-back pitches have been singles for the Wolves. This by Josh Bandy to move McLaughlin into scoring position. And now runners at first and second for Bryson Knuckles. Ball wasn't hit all that hard, but just barely was able to sneak its way through the left side, with Pierce playing more toward the second base bag in double play depth. He splits to the left side, does Bandy to get to first base. 2 on, 1 out for Bryson Knuckles. First pitch fastball from Higgins misses outside. 88-mile-per-hour pitch from Higgins to start Bryson Knuckles' second at-bat. Newberry's DH lined out in the second. Hit one pretty well, but right to John O. Pierce. 1-0 slider. Drops in low for ball 2. One thing that's plagued Ryan Higgins in his starts this year has been the freebies. 31 total in 36 innings entering the day. He's not walked anybody in this game. He's only hit a batter, the only freebie he's issued so far. 2-0 pause, now the pitch home is a high fastball, and he's behind 3-0 on the DH Knuckles. In danger of loading the bases. Three balls, no strikes. Knuckles might be taking all the way. Here's Higgins' pitch. It's a fastball. Low, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Bryson Knuckles. So consecutive singles on back-to-back pitches are followed by a 4-pitch walk from Higgins. He's loaded him up here for the Wolves, and he'll face Luke White. The Newberry catcher has just 3 hits this season. Carson Cochran, the redshirt sophomore catcher for Carson-Newman, chats it over with Higgins. No visit from Carson-Newman's dugout at all. Newberry had 1 base runner entering this 4th inning through their first 3, and they have collected 3 in a row now. 2 singles by McLaughlin and Bandy. They're in scoring position. Knuckles has loaded him up with his 4-pitch walk. He's at first. Carson-Newman's infield plays even at the bags as White shows bunt. Will bunt it back to the pitcher, Higgins. Higgins fields, and no, he never got it in his glove. It'll be a run-scoring bunt for Luke White to put Newberry on the board. A bunt single for Luke White starts the scoring for Newberry. He bunted the ball right back to Ryan Higgins, but Higgins was unable to come up with the ball as it bounced its way softly back to him at the mound. Now a first pitch ball to Chandler Mims, and now he takes a slider for a strike. Higgins just lifted his glove up too early on that bunt back to him. 1-1 count, bases still loaded for the Wolves here in the 4th. Mims takes inside and low for ball 2. Higgins has seen his pitch count now increase to 69, and he's thrown 19 of them here in this 4th inning, in which Newberry has put tons of pressure on him. Higgins pauses a long pause prior to a 2-1. Slider, line drive through the left side, a base hit into left field. Maddox Green has the ball in his glove, hits the cutoff, and Gibson to limit just one run to score. Chandler Mims with an RBI single to left to increase Newberry's lead here in this fourth inning. Bandy scores, Knuckles to third, White to second. And now Jomar Lugo, the 9-hitter, as the Wolves have put 5 straight hitters on base. Single, single, walk, single, single. Lugo waits on the first one from Higgins, who misses low and inside. Can Higgins calm things down in this fourth inning? He only made it through 3 innings last weekend against Tusculum. He's at 3 1/3 right now. 1-0 pause in the offering. Home is an overthrown fastball outside for ball 2. Time called, and Carson-Newman head coach Tom Griffin will walk out and chat with his pitcher, who has struggled now in this fourth inning against this Newberry lineup. He started the inning with a 4-pitch ground ball out against the 3-hitter Osbin, but a 3-1 single, a first pitch single, a 4-pitch walk, a first pitch bunt single, and then a 2-1 single is why Newberry has put up 2 runs in this frame and has kept the bases loaded. And now they've got the 9-hitter Jomar Lugo staying ready as he tries to reach base against Higgins and keep the line moving for this Newberry offense. Neither team had a hit entering the fourth. Wolves have 4 in this inning and have scored 2 runs off of them. Two balls, no strikes, the count on Lugo. After the mound visit, Higgins misses again, and it's 3-0. A 6'2" right-hander trying to find it again here in the fourth. 3 balls and no strikes. The pitch to Lugo is an inside fastball for ball 4. Second 4-pitch walk of the inning extends Newberry's lead to 3-0. And now Luke Compton with the bases loaded back to the top of Newberry's order. 6 straight batters have reached for the Wolves. 2 by walk, 4 by single. That bunt single by Luke White, probably the most costly one of this inning. It was hit right back to him, right back to Higgins. Could not make the play coming home, and so here's one hit on the ground. Nice diving play by Nathan for 1 to second, back to first, and a much-needed double play turn by Cole Nathan and John O'Pierce to end the inning. Great play by Nathan sliding to his right, and the Eagles get out of a 3-run fourth by the Wolves. 3-0 Newberry as Carson-Newman comes back to the plate for the home half of the fourth after this.
Tri-Lite is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Lite. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilite.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Three 0 Newberry. They score 4 times in the top of this fourth inning on 4 base hits, but a much-needed double play ball turned by Carson-Newman. A 4-6-3 turn gets Ryan Higgins out of that fourth inning, and now the offense has a chance to counter with the 3-hitter Logan Floyd hitting .396, stepping in for the second time against Nick Rydell to start the fourth. First pitch of the inning is a Change up outside to Floyd for ball 1. Floyd walked in the first. He's extended his on-base streak to 14 straight games. 1-0 slider ripped hard right to third, though. Nice catch out of the air by McLaughlin at third for out number 1. Tough luck out on the line out by Floyd to start the inning. It's part of baseball. Head coach Tom Griffin always expresses that to his players, how some of the softest hit balls can find grass and can end up being a base hit, and some of the hardest hit balls like that one by Floyd can turn out to be outs. As Soto Diaz swings and fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. It's part of the game. You have to keep playing, and sometimes things like that will go your way and sometimes they won't, as Soto Diaz checks his swing and fouls one over top the first base dugout for strike 2. Rydell working ahead. Rarely he's done that in this start, and he gets a swing and a miss by Soto Diaz at an inside fastball. Up to 90 miles per hour on the fastball from the freshman, and there's 2 away for Sebastian Rodriguez. A rare time Rydell has been able to work ahead, and he took care of Soto Diaz very quickly. 2 away for the rookie shortstop playing DH for the second straight day, and he takes low and outside for ball 1. Newberry's relied a lot on its starting pitching. We've talked about Rydell's successes of late. 4 of his 7 starts have lasted 7 innings or longer as Rodriguez takes a called strike. He's got 2 different starts this season of 7 scoreless inning starts against Anderson and Tusculum exactly 1 month apart. Good slider and gets Rodriguez to swing and miss for strike 2. February 14th, 7 scoreless with 8 Ks for Rydell against Anderson, and then a month later against Tusculum. 2 weeks ago in this month, 7 1/3 scoreless with 5 punch-outs against the Pioneers. 1-2 fastball away. Levels the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only one team has figured out Nick Rydell. That was Coker. A 6-win Coker compiled 8 hits to score 9 runs against the freshman to start his month of March, as Rodriguez fouls another one back to stay alive. In fact, Rydell has allowed just 14 runs this year, and 9 of them came in 1 start. You take away 1 start, and he's got close to a sub-1 ERA for the year. Just terrific work from the freshman so far. 2-2 line again to Rodriguez. Slider just barely fouled it off to stay alive. Rydell battling with probably his teammate Jacob Clark for potentially being SAC Freshman of the Year. Colton Kaysen took home that honor last season along with Pitcher of the Year. 2-2. Fastball away, and the count goes full. Great at bat here from Rodriguez. With 2 away in this 4th inning. It looked like it was going to be a quick inning, but Rodriguez has fought hard against the right-handed freshman and will wait on an 8th offering. 3-2. Slider drops in for called strike 3. Beautiful pitch from Nick Rydell, and he rings up Rodriguez to collect his 5th strikeout. 1-2-3 goes Carson-Newman in the 4th. Newberry leads 3-0 on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Higgins will try to bounce back after allowing 3 runs in the 4th inning. He pitched 3 scoreless to start the day. Wolves got to him a little bit in the 4th, and he'll try to bounce back and respond with a scoreless 5th with Carson-Newman trailing 3-0 against Newberry here on the Eagles Sports Network. Andrew Rogers, glad you're with us for what is Carson-Newman's second and last home series in the month of March. Eagles beginning a stretch where they'll play 8 straight at home. This is game 2 of 4 home games left in the month of March, and then they start the month of April with 4 straight at home as well. First pitch breaking ball from Higgins drops in for a strike to Cooper Raines. Then the Eagles will hit the road, but they'll only hit the road for conference series the rest of the way. They don't have any midweek non-conference games on the road scheduled the rest of the year as Higgins misses outside for ball 1. Weekend trips close by, about 2-hour trips to Mars Hill and UVA Wise, 2 weeks apart. Left on Carson-Newman's road slate. Slider low for ball 2. Carson-Newman's taking care of its business on the road for the most part. 11-6 road record for Tom Griffin's team, who's trying to now carry that to home turf the rest of the way. 2-2 fastball is hit slowly down the line at third. Gibson will field it, throw on the run, and it's a good play made. Terrific work by Eden Gibson on a slow roller down the third base line. He throws out Cooper Raines for the first out of the 5th. Higgins, the tall 6'3" righty, had to duck out of the way of that throw from Gibson as Keeler Osbin stands in with 1 away. First pitch, he checked his swing and did go around. Half-hearted effort for a swinging strike 1 on the 80th pitch from Ryan Higgins. He has 4 strikeouts in this start. He's got 5 groundouts, a double play ball, and 3 flyouts, and just drilled Keeler Osbin, who is down to 1 knee. 3rd hit batter of this contest. Osbin trying to shake out that right arm as he works his way up the first base line. Another look at it for those viewing on Flow Sports. It looked like he got him right in his right elbow. He does have an elbow pad there, but it maybe just missed it based on his reaction and how painful it might have been on Higgins' pitch inside. Newberry's got a base runner here with 1 away in the 5th as Osbin will make his way to first base and take a second. One on, one out here for Newberry's third baseman. Fed McLaughlin will have to wait as Higgins picks to first base. Another pick to first base to check on Osbin, who has just 1 stolen base this season, but Wolves playing ahead here, see how aggressive they want to be on these bases against Ryan Higgins in the 5th inning. Fastball from Higgins on the outer corner at 85 miles per hour for called strike 1. Opens McLaughlin's 3rd at-bat. Newberry's third baseman in this game is 1 for 2. As part of that stretch in the 4th where Newberry had 6 straight guys reach. He singled during that stretch and later scored. Another pickoff attempt toward first base, 3rd already by Higgins with Osbin at first. Extra step at first base. Now the pitch home is rolled towards second. Cole Nathan will field to his left, throw to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. McLaughlin beats it out. It was slowly hit. Nathan had to go to his left as well to field that. And was still able to get the lead runner. Wise decision. by the junior second baseman to get the second out of the frame, and now Josh Bandy. Higgins' defense helps him out for an out here in the 5th. And now he faces Bandy, who is 1 for 2 as well, but he's reached both times. Reached by an error in the second, singled last half inning. First pitch fastball high from Higgins for ball 1. Command was there early for Ryan. He walked 2 in that 3-run 4th. And he's thrown now 49 strikes and 84 total pitches here in his 9th start of the year. Swinging a high pop-up out into the outfield. Grass goes Cole Nathan, still ranging after it, and he's finally got it in his glove for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Wolves. They strand 1 in the 5th. Carson-Newman's deficit is still 3 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
After 2 early walks by Nick Rydell for Newberry, they came with 2 outs in the opening inning, or 1 out rather, in the opening inning against Cole Nathan and Logan Floyd. Rydell has found himself in a fantastic groove. He has hit Cole Nathan to allow Nathan to reach twice in this game, but Rydell has gone on to retire now 4 straight Eagles as he works into the 5th inning, and he's not allowed a hit. Carson-Newman hitless through 4 innings against this rookie pitcher. 6, 7, and 8, Braxton Smith, Carson Cochran, Aiden Gibson get their second chances against the rookie righty here in the 5th. Breaking ball from Rydell drops in for a strike to start the home half of bottom of inning 5. This is a Carson-Newman offense that has collected double-digit hits in 5 straight games as Smith hits one sky high near foul ground, near the first base dugout. It will sneak out of play for strike 2. Carson-Newman has double-digit hits in 5 straight games and in 7 of its last 8, with the lone time at not recording a double-digit hit performance over the last 8 games being a 9-hit day against Emory and Henry. And the offense today has been held without a hit by Nick Rydell, who gets Smith to roll one down the line at third. Long throw from McLaughlin. He spikes it into the turf, but one hops it into the glove of Osmond at first, who sticks with it for out number 1. 1 away for Carson Cochran. The Eagles offense has 16 games this year out of 30 played with double-digit hits. As Rydell fires one high to Carson Cochran for ball 1. Carson-Newman's fewest hits in a game this season was all the way back in Game 4 of the year, a 4-3 win against Cedarville, in which it only recorded 4 hits, but was able to find a way to win a game in which Gavin Greiner won that contest here in the middle game of that series. 2-0, fastball down the middle on the 61st pitch from Nick Rydell for strike 1. 2-1 count on Carson Cochran. Carson-Newman's catchers reached base safely in 7 straight games entering today. 2-1 offering. Fastball knee high again, strike 2. 2-2 line, and the offering home is a breaking ball that dips below the strike zone, and Cochran will work this count full at 3-2, and he asks for time for a second to gather himself in the box. Trying to give Carson-Newman its 4th base runner of the game. Payoff. Fastball, lined foul. It slices out of play. Probably the most productive thing is that Carson-Newman has worked Rydell's pitch count up into the mid-60s right now. Still a pretty fair amount for pitching into the 5th inning right now, but the more that pitch count runs up, the more likely chance that Eagles can get to this pen quicker, and that's what Carson Cochran's able to do. He draws a 7-pitch walk. That will bring Aiden Gibson to the plate with a runner on base. 3rd walk by Nick Rydell, tying his season high for the 3rd time this year. Just missed the zone, high and inside. First pitch, breaking ball away from Rydell, and it's ball 1. Runner takes off, and Gibson swings and fouls it back into the screen. Eagles put the hit and run on there, and Gibson fouled it back for strike 1. Eagles executed the hit and run yesterday in the game. In the 2nd inning, it was Gibson just barely hitting one off the end of his bat into right field for a base hit. That time he fouls one off, and it's strike 1. 1-1 count, 1 on, 1 out. Gibson takes an outside fastball for ball 2. The Wolves had to throw 3 guys yesterday, including one of their star lefties, Jake McGlynn, who had tossed 41 pitches in 2 1/3 innings. One of their top relievers. Figure that he could be available today. Maybe not as often as he was yesterday. 2-1. Gibson takes a slider across the plate for a called strike 2. That's what Carson-Newman will look forward to in Newberry's bullpen, trying to maybe run Rydell out of this game potentially. His pitch count at 69. He gets ready for 70 as he comes set at the belt. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gibson with Cochran at first. And Gibson gulps one high into the air. Lugo has his heels on the outfield grass and makes the catch for out number 2. Cochran does not move from first base, and now Jono Pierce becomes Carson-Newman's 2-out batter. With the Eagles trailing 3-0, all 3 Newberry runs scored in 1 frame. That was the 4th inning. First pitch to Pierce is a breaking ball fouled back into the screen for strike 1. Pierce struck out looking in his 3rd inning at bat. Oh, 1 pause, the offering home, ball into the turf. Pierce stays away, it's 1-1. Rydell sets. Low breaking ball, the appeal, and Pierce did go around according to first base umpire Tyler Jetting. Strike 2. Yep, looks like Pierce turned his wrists over just enough. The right call from the first base umpire. Strike 2 on Carson-Newman's shortstop. 2nd time through this Eagles order. The 9-hitter Pierce batting. The 1-2 slider chopped over the head of the pitcher Rydell. Lugo fields in front of second, throws to first in time, inning over. Lugo's made some fantastic plays defensively, and he makes another there to end the 5th. A day after Carson-Newman's entire lineup had at least a hit, the offense is held hitless through 5 innings here on this Saturday afternoon. It's 5-0 Wolves after 5 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Six, 7, and 8 for Newberry as Ryan Higgins heads back out to the mound for a 6th inning of work for Carson-Newman. Just the one inning that has hurt Higgins in his 9th start of the year. He still had some fantastic stuff throughout this game to work through that 4th, but that 4th inning is what set Newberry apart in the first game of the day and the second game of the series here in Mossy Creek. Second time in 3 years the Wolves are in town to face Carson-Newman baseball. The 6th inning starts with Bryson Knuckles taking a slider for called strike 1. We'll take you around the South Atlantic Conference and tell you about yesterday's scores as we work through this 6th inning as Knuckles swings and misses, and it's quickly 0-2. Mars Hill continues to play great baseball. They defeat Anderson yesterday 7-3 in the opener. The Lions just ahead of the Eagles in the league standings at 10-8-1. 0-2 to Knuckles. Slider well outside, 1-2. Lions holding that game-and-a-half edge on Carson-Newman for that 6th spot in the standings. After the Anderson win yesterday, Wingate crushed Emory and Henry in 7 innings, 19-3, as Higgins' fastball is outside 2-2. 19-3 win for E&H, and if you thought that scoring output was good, Catawba put up 22 runs on Coker in 7 innings. Swing and a miss by Knuckles. Another good Higgins slider gets Knuckles swinging for strike 3. First out of inning number 6 is the 5th punch out by the junior righty. One away now for the catcher, Luke White. Catawba's offense, and by the way, the Indians are in first place in the league. The Indians' offense scored 8 times in the 4th and 7 times in the 7th. Coker had to go to 9 different pitchers in yesterday's loss by 15 runs to Catawba. That was all the scores from yesterday. 1-0 fastball from Higgins is on the inner half for called strike 1. A 1-ball, 1-strike count on Luke White with 1 away in this 6th inning. Nobody aboard. Higgins' slider is hit hard right to Aiden Gibson, though. He fields it cleanly, and his throw is on a line to Logan Floyd for out number 2. Good start to this 6th inning for the junior righty Higgins, who's given Carson-Newman a little bit of length now. Two away for Chandler Mims, the shortstop. UVA is hosting Lenore Rhine this weekend. That series starting today because of weather. Here's a swing and a pop fly in the infield. Higgins pointing it out to Logan Floyd, who's fielding it near the first base line. He backs up at the last second to make the catch. And it is a 1-2-3 6th inning for Ryan Higgins. He's settled in nicely on the mound for Carson-Newman, but the Eagles are hitless and trail 3-0 after 5.5 on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Maddox Green leads off the home half of the sixth inning with Carson-Newman baseball trailing Newberry 3-0. A day after the Eagles collected 15 hits, they have not got a hit through the first two times through the batting order, as Nick Rydell starts Maddox Green with a breaking ball outside for ball one. Carson-Newman softball hosting Mars Hill in a doubleheader today. They're in the second inning over there at the Vic as Green takes a strike. Scoreless are the Lions and Eagles. And the Eagles softball team doesn't have a hit yet either. Rydell back to work. Gets into his windup 1-1 to Maddox Green as a fastball below the zone for ball two. Eagles have been walked 3 times, have been hit by a pitch as well, but have not been able to take advantage of those situations so far against the freshman Rydell. Swinging a check swing on Maddox Green's 2-1 pitch, and he fouls it back for strike two. The pitch count for Rydell is at 78 as he starts his first batter here in inning 6. 2-2 to Green. Slider, line drive, left field. This ball is going to drop in for a base hit. Carson-Newman's first base hit is a Maddox Green line drive single to left. And we'll see now if hitting becomes contagious for Carson-Newman's offense. Excellent work by Maddox Green on a 2-2 breaking ball to lift it into left field. And now the two-hitter Cole Nathan. Nick Rydell has been a warrior on the mound this season for Jay Snyder's team. In 3 of his last 4 starts, he's tossed at least 100 pitches. First one to Nathan is hit high out toward right center field. Back goes the right fielder, Bandy, to the wall, and he just has enough room. He had his back almost up against the wall as Nathan hits a sky-high fly ball as far as he could for it to stay in the ballpark. One away for Logan Floyd. Nathan just missed it on a good pitch to swing at, a high fastball. Expect Nick Rydell to get into the century mark in pitches. He's done that, as we said, in 3 of his last 4, and all 3 of his outings this year with 100 or more pitches have been in his last 4 starts. One away for Logan Floyd, and now a pick to first base. High breaking ball never broke against Logan Floyd. It's ball 1. It's 72 miles per hour, but it had no movement on it. Stayed high inside and almost hit Floyd. Floyd has extended his on-base streak by drawing a first-inning walk. He's reached base 14 straight games now, looking for his first hit of the game with Green at first base here in the 6th. 1-0. He golfs it high in the air. It's going to stay in the infield. Chandler Mims is standing it, and he's got it for out 2. pop out and flyouts, and now the Eagles will go to the bench for the first time here in this contest. They're going to bring in Ryan Bolton to pinch hit for the Eagles. He'll pinch hit for Bradley Soto Diaz. So Soto Diaz pinch hit for here in the 6th inning. It'll be Ryan Bolton, a redshirt junior for the Eagles. First pitch he sees is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Trackman zone had that pitch well in the zone, but it's called ball 1. Ryan Bolton, 3 hits off the bench this season. He is a .243 hitter, and he takes called strike one on the inner half to see the count even. 1-1 game. It's 3-0 Newberry. Carson-Newman's first hit of the game came from Maddox Green to start the inning. He's at first. 1-1 pause for the rookie righty who picks to first. Back safely is Green. Carson-Newman has been shut out once this season. That was in the first conference game of the year. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball by Ryan Bolton, and it's strike 2. 9 hits, 37 at-bats for Bolton this season. A .200 hitter when there's 2 outs on the board. That's the situation he bats in with a runner at first. Swing and a flare to right, foul. Count stays 1-2 on Carson-Newman's pinch hitter Ryan Bolton here in the 6th inning. Home half. Newberry ahead 3-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network. We'll see if Ryan Higgins comes back out for the 7th. He has thrown 94 pitches so far. 1-2. Fastball fouled back. Bolton staying alive. Rydell's 87th pitch was an 87-mile-per-hour fastball. Where does the rookie righty go to against Bolton here to try to get the final out on the board? A couple of fastballs have been fouled off. Another 1-2 set. He goes back to the fastball, and Bolton just barely nicked it, and Luke White could not catch it on the foul tip. And so Bolton fouls off a 4th straight pitch. For the most part, Carson-Newman's at-bats have been really good today. They have not been able to compound multiple hits together, just 1 for the game. 1-2. Swing and another foul ball. Fantastic at-bat putting together here by Ryan Bolton. He'll wait on an 8th pitch, and there's only been 1 ball in the at-bat. 5 straight foul balls from the junior pinch hitter. See if Rydell tries to get a waste pitch as time called. One-two set. Swing and a 6th straight foul ball from Ryan Bolton. That was a slider low and away, and he just went after it and clipped it foul. Rydell has now thrown 90 pitches, 8 of them in this at-bat to Ryan Bolton. These two absolutely battling here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Who's going to win the battle? Here's another 1-2, and it's Rydell winning the battle, swinging strike 3. Good pinch hit at bat from Ryan Bolton, but he strikes out swinging after 9 pitches thrown by Nick Rydell. We're through 6 innings. Newberry leads 3-0. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Top of the seventh, Ryan Higgins will get the ball to start the seventh inning. 94 pitches. He's recovered well after that three-run fourth, but his offense has not aided him at all. 94 pitches, 6 innings of work for Higgins, 5 strikeouts, a pair of walks, with 3 earned runs allowed, with 2 walks as well. 4 hits for the Wolves offensively. These two teams combined for 23 hits yesterday. We've combined for 5 through 6 innings in the first game today. Jomar Lugo has reached base 6 times this weekend without recording a base hit and takes low for ball 1. He's been walked 5 times and he's been hit by a pitch so far. Higgins behind 1-0, and he drops in a slider knee high for strike 1. 96 pitches for Higgins. We'll see what the leash is on him in the 7th inning. But he's trying to complete 7 innings of work. That's why he's back out there. Face Lugo. 1-1 fastball. Drops in knee high as well. Strike 2. Higgins has not gone 7 full innings this season. He's, in fact, only done it once in his career. 1-2. Slider away. 2-2. Higgins' longest start this year, 6 2/3, and a 2-run loss to Lincoln Memorial as this one's hit right back up the middle. Nathan running to his left, catches it out of the air for out number 1. It looked like Higgins was going to have a chance to catch it initially. It had no impact on Nathan's ability to track it in the air, and he lunges out to make the diving line drive catch for out number 1. Terrific defensive play by the All-SAC junior second baseman. Now Luke Compton, and Compton takes a strike on Higgins' 100th pitch of the day. Compton, the left-handed hitting center fielder, takes another strike from Higgins, who's almost seemingly gotten better as his start has continued on here. 0-2 the count. Ahead on Compton, who's 0 for 3. The pitch home. Swing and a flare out to left. Maddox Green, ranging to his right, is going to catch it right at his head for out number 2. On the flyout, Eagles have watched Higgins find a nice rhythm here in this 7th inning. And over his last few frames, he's only allowed 1 base runner since that 3-run fourth. That was a 1-out hit by pitch in the 5th inning. He's retired 7 straight since that point and misses outside and low to Cooper Raines for ball 1. Figure this would be the end of the line for Higgins. He's up into the century mark in pitches. 1-0, foul back. If he can give Carson-Newman 7 innings, would be fantastic. And we'll see maybe if his effort on the mound can give the offense some life. The offense has 9 outs to work with in this first game of the day, in the middle game of the series. 1-1 pitch from Ryan Higgins. Inside fastball for ball 2. Carson-Newman has played fantastic baseball in the month of March. Winners of 3 straight as Raines swings and misses, looking silly at a Higgins slider, and it's 2-2. Eagles have won 9 of their last 10 games and are 10-4 in the month of March. but trailing right now 3-0 on the scoreboard here in this contest with Newberry. Higgins looking to retire an 8th straight Newberry hitter. The 2-2 is fouled back. It's a Carson-Newman offense that has fared very well during this great run in March. The Eagles have scored 118 runs in the month of March to help lead to 10 wins. This ball's hit softly back behind the mound. Pierce running to his left. Fields in front of the second base bag and throws a laser to first. Inning over. Terrific defensive plays to start and end a 1-2-3 7th for Ryan Higgins. He sends down 8 straight to keep Newberry ahead by just 3. Eagles look for some offense as we stretch here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Will Carson-Newman solve the mystery of Nick Rydell on the mound? He's tossed 6 scoreless innings. He's only allowed 1 hit and has struck out 6 Eagles so far in 91 pitches to work his way through 6 innings here on the Eagles Sports Network, continuing to put together a fantastic resume for potentially winning not only SAC Freshman of the Year, but maybe SAC Pitcher of the Year, the way he's pitched. He has not lost a start this year, and his 7 as a rookie. He's 6-0, and he is in line for another victory if he can continue on what he has started so far in the first of 2 here today. First pitch to Sebastian Rodriguez, backdoor slider for called strike 1. 92 pitches for Nick Rydell, who has thrown 100 or more in 3 of his last 4 outings on the mound. Fastball away evens the count on Rodriguez at 1-1. The way things are set up here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, we do not know who is warming up for either team in its bullpen. Newberry's bullpen operates and warms up out beyond the right field wall as Rodriguez takes a ball. 2-1 the count, and the Eagles usually throw in the indoor facility to warm up. As the 2-1 fastball misses outside, it's 3-1. There are a couple of guys running out there toward the bullpen for Newberry as Rodriguez slaps a 3-1 pitch foul and out of play to see the count go full. And the Eagles have really, really worked Nick Rydell, but it's not led to offensive success and runs scoring. Payoff. Swing and a ground ball to first. Nice play by Osmond. He'll take it to the bag himself and run through it for the first out of the 7th inning. 3 unassisted opens the 7th, and now Braxton Smith. Good play by Osmond moving to his right. And now Braxton Smith with 1 away. Braxton Smith has been another Eagle that has fared very well in the month of March. He's hit safely in 8 straight games. He has that streak in danger of going away in this game as he takes a first pitch strike. Smith has hit safely in 8 straight, reached base safely in 16 straight, and has a multi-hit game in 5 of his last 9. Swing and a slow roller to short. Backhand play by Mims. A low throw, skips toward Osmond, and he held his foot on the bag. That's a couple of times now we've seen Newberry's first baseman have to field some low throws, and he kept his foot, his right foot, on the first base bag on the full extension for out 2. Mims helped out by his first baseman, and now Carson Cochran with 2 outs will stay in the game, I believe. The Eagles were thinking maybe about a pinch hitter. Instead, Cochran will get to bat. Tom Griffin was walking toward the plate and potentially thinking about a pinch hitter. Pitch 100 from Nick Rydell. It's a breaking ball outside for ball 1. He's now tossed 100 pitches or more in 4 of his last 5 starts and in 3 straight now. 1-0. Breaking ball away again, 2-0 on Carson Cochran. Rydell has been very, very good. Will he ever lose his rhythm as he fires a strike into Cochran? And how long will Chase Snyder lead him out there for? He's thrown up to 115 pitches in a game this season. (2-1) to Cochran as a fastball knee high for strike 2. Rydell has pitched 7 1/3 exactly in consecutive starts and has pitched 7 innings 4 different times. He's a pitch away from doing it for a 5th time. 2-2 to Cochran. Fastball foul back. The freshman from Tampa, Florida, and Carrollwood Day School has been outstanding this year for Newberry, and he's put together another fantastic start today. 2-2 slider rolled softly to third. McLaughlin fields, Crow hops, a throw to first is dropped by Osbin. The throw was a little wide of the first baseman, but it looked like he had a chance to easily make the catch. Before we make a scoring decision, we're going to watch the replay for those viewing on Flow Sports. And certainly an error. We're going to put it as a fielding error on the first baseman, Osbin, for now, to allow Cochran to reach with 2 outs. Here's the 9-hitter, or check that 8-hitter, Aiden Gibson, who skies one foul for strike 1. Nothing and 1 on Gibson with 2 outs. Eagles have another runner. 5th of the game. Gibson shows bunt, bunts it third base side. Beautiful bunt. It's barehanded by McLaughlin, but no play made. Terrific bunt by Aiden Gibson. Turns out to be Carson-Newman's 2nd hit of the game, and now the tying run is coming to the plate, and it'll be a pinch hitter in Matthew Bishop. So the Eagles are going to do some defensive changing here because Jono Pierce is the shortstop, and so Bishop going to pinch hit for him here in this 7th inning. Matt Bishop has been one of the more impressive pinch hitters that this program has had over the last several seasons. Rydell comes set for pitch 108. Swing and a miss. Bishop aggressive, and he swings and misses at an outside slider for strike 1. Matt Bishop this season is a .348 hitter, mainly off the bench. Has made a couple of starts this year, but his numbers off the bench have been ridiculous this year. Rydell comes set. He looks at second twice and now pitches an 0-1 that is into the turf for ball 1. 1-1. Nobody on this Carson-Newman team has more pinch hit hits than Matt Bishop's 6. He is 6 for 11 off the bench with a home run and 5 RBI. Bishop is responsible for 1/3 of Carson-Newman's hits off the bench this year. He waits on a 1-1 offering with 2 on and 2 out and golfs one high into the air out towards center field. Should end the inning. Luke Compton charging in, moves to his left and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Carson-Newman gets a couple of 2-out base runners on an error and a bunt single, but strands 2 and still trails 3-0 after 7 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Top of the 8th inning, about to get underway. Carson-Newman's made a couple of changes, and they'll do so on the mound first. Harrison Shelton is a redshirt freshman from Clinton, Tennessee, warming up prior to making another appearance in his redshirt freshman season. A 2.25 ERA for Harrison Shelton. 4 innings pitched this season, just 1 earned run allowed by the Southpaw in 5 appearances on the mound. This will be his 6th appearance. 3 walks, 2 punch-outs for Harrison Shelton. After Matt Bishop's pinch hit flyout, Carson-Newman has brought in Sean Strittmatter to play third base, and Aiden Gibson shifts over to shortstop. That's the only defensive changes. Ryan Bolton still in the game in right field for Carson-Newman after pinch hitting for Bradley Soto Diaz in the 6th. Lefty-lefty matchup. That's why Shelton's in here to face Keeler Osborne, and the first pitch slider is outside for ball 1. It's a Newberry batting order that does have another lefty and McLaughlin on deck. 3 of their 4 lefties in the lineup are in their first 4 batters as Osborne misses high for ball 2. 2-0 the count. As Shelton faces the left-handed hitting 3-hitter Osborne, who's 0 for 2. 2-0. Slider drops in, a called strike. The line complete for Ryan Higgins. Despite the 3-run 4th, he responds well by retiring the final 8 batters he faces. 2-1. Softly hit ball on 1 hop to Cole Nathan. Crow hop and a throw to first for out number 1. 1 away for Finn McLaughlin. Higgins closes his line, 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 109 pitches. Quality start for the righty, and just the 2nd time in his career that he goes 7 innings or more. Matched his career high in innings pitched here today as Shelton rockets a fastball in at 84 for ball 1 inside to McLaughlin. 1-0 pause for Shelton at the belt, and he drops in a slider on the inside corner for called strike 1. Around the South Atlantic Conference currently today, Mars Hill leading Anderson 4-0. Catawba having its way again against Coker 8-1. LR only up a run on Wise. It's 4-3 in the 3rd. Next one by Shelton, dropped in on the outside corner for called strike 2. LMU in Tusculum in that series opener. It's the Rail Splitters 3 and the Pioneers 2 in the 4th inning of that contest. And then Wingate hosting Emory and Henry after a 15-run win yesterday. 1-2. Shelton gets one to be rolled over foul. Count stays 1-2 on Newberry's third baseman. The Wingate and Emory and Henry score right now is 5-1 Bulldogs in the 3rd. They scored 4 times on Drew Lanzo, E&H's pitcher, in that opening inning. 3-0 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. Shelton gets one hit toward first. Nice diving and sliding effort by Logan Floyd, who takes it to the bag himself for out number 2. Terrific work by Logan Floyd. Carson-Newman's defense has made some really good plays in this game. And Floyd flashes the leather for out number 2 with that nice backhand stab. And now Shelton is a batter away from a 1-2-3 eighth, and he gets Bandy to roll one foul for strike 1. Nothing in the 1 to count on Josh Bandy with 2 away in the 8th, and Newberry's lead still at 3-0 thanks to a 3-run 4th inning. Bunch of zeros tossed by these two clubs today. Nothing in 1 set. The pitch is a slider that stayed high in the zone for ball 1. Bandy has 1 of Newberry's 4 hits. The Wolves don't have a hit outside the 4th inning. One pause for Shelton. Slider lifted high out toward right field. Ryan Bolton is sprinting after it near the right field line, and he overruns it, and it's a fair ball. Bolton throws it in. Runner Bandy going to third. Gibson's throw is late, and it will be a 2-out triple for Josh Bandy down the right field line. Bandy has his 2nd triple of the year. As Bolton overran the ball in right. And now time called prior to Bryson Knuckles' 4th at-bat. Looked like it could have been the end of the inning. Instead, the inning continues. Bolton thought he needed to go up the hill and foul ground to catch it, but it dropped in just to the left of the right field line. And now, Newberry's head coach Jay Snyder is going to talk over this situation with his DH Knuckles with 2 away. Not that a 4-run deficit potentially would be too insurmountable for Carson-Newman, but it feels like the Eagles have built some momentum with the way Higgins and Shelton have pitched over the last 4 innings. It just has that feel that maybe if Newberry can score here with 2 outs, that would almost put this game away just based on the feel of it. First one to Knuckles, a fastball from Shelton for called strike 1. Again, the Eagles have rallied from 4-run deficits in 9th innings, even on the road this season. Did it earlier this month at Anderson. 0-1 pause for the lefty Shelton. 2 away, runner at third. High fastball evens the count at 1-1. The way the Eagles offense has played and hit against Nick Rydell, it seems as if the Eagles need to keep this at a 3-run deficit and get out of this 8th inning to feel like they have a chance to win this middle game of the series. Good breaking ball from Shelton. It drops in knee high for strike 2. The lefty sets in the 1-2 to Knuckles is a high fly ball out to Ryan Bolton in right. Bolton a chance to redeem himself, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A 2-out triple from Josh Bandy. He is left at third base, though. The Wolves get their first hit since the 4th, but they strand the runner at third. 3-0 Newberry on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Nick Rydell back to work for the home half of the eighth. 7 scoreless, 6 punch-outs, just 2 hits and 3 walks allowed. He's thrown 110 pitches. His season high is 115. Head coach Jay Snyder leaving him out there to try to potentially finish off what he started. He faces Maddox Green, who has one of the 2 hits off the freshman righty, and the first pitch of the eighth is ball 1 low. No reason really to take Rydell out. He has not shown any signs of letting up or losing his command, although he has fallen behind 2-0 on Maddox Green. He's been great from start to finish. 2-0. Fastball down the middle, a strike to Green, 2-1. In fact, probably his worst inning was when he walked 2 guys on back-to-back pitches in the first inning. 2-1 pitch to Green as a slider popped foul, and it's strike 2. Game 1 of the day, game 2 of the weekend series. The Wolves need 6 outs to force the rubber match. That will follow this one. 2-2 to Green is hit sharply to short. Backhand stab by Mims, but he never got the ball out of his mitt. Going to go infield single on Maddox Green's hard hit ball to short. It was a nice play by Mims, but it was somewhat difficult to make. Ball 1 to Cole Nathan. 3-0 the score. Carson-Newman has a base runner to open the eighth. Nick Rydell has now thrown a season high in pitches, facing Nathan for the 4th time, and Nathan floats one out towards center field. Compton has a beat on it and will make the catch. 1 away, and here comes Logan Floyd. Three-run game. Logan Floyd bats with 1 away. He takes breaking ball low from Nick Rydell for a 1-0 count. Floyd crushes it down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and it rolls deep into left field. Green around second. He gets the stop sign at third. Floyd will pull up at second with Carson-Newman's 3rd hit. A double down the left field line for Logan Floyd gives Carson-Newman some more life in the 8th. Second and third, and the Eagles are going to go to Ryan Bolton here. Tanner Kilgore was warming up. The Eagles will stick with Ryan Bolton as the Wolves infield comes into talk with Nick Rydell. Bolton bats for Carson-Newman. He represents the tying run here in the 8th inning. Bolton has 1 career bomb. That was in the final home series of 2025. First pitch, breaking ball from Rydell at 78. It's a called strike. 120 pitches for Nick Rydell. 75 of them are strikes. 0-1 from Rydell to Bolton's a low breaking ball for ball 1. Again, a season high. How long does Jay Snyder stick with his rookie? We saw some guys running out toward the bullpen in the 6th and 7th innings. 1-1. Ball into the turf again, 2-1. Figures somebody's probably loosening and has been ready. But again, till this point, this is really the first time that Rydell has been in a sticky situation. These two battling again. Bolton worked a 9-pitch at bat last time. And he lines one into right field. It drops in for a base hit. Floyd holds up at third. Green will score. Ryan Bolton starts the scoring for Carson-Newman. A line drive single to right to make it a 3-1 game. Floyd had to wait a second to see if it was going to drop into right field for a hit. That's why he only gets to third. And now, at 123 pitches, Newberry will take Nick Rydell out of the game. For the second time this season, he goes 7 1/3, but the Eagles finally run the rookie out of the game. 7 1/3 innings for the freshman and 123 pitches he's relieved for in this 8th inning. Carson-Newman has the tying run on base with 1 out in the 8th. Back to tell you who the new arm is after this.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Caden Hansen, the new pitcher for Newberry, as we get set to continue on this 8th inning that has seen Carson-Newman cut into this Newberry advantage. Caden Hansen warming up prior to his 12th appearance of the year. He's only allowed 2 earned runs in 11 appearances in 20 1/3 innings as well this season. He's been really good. And will try to continue his success on the mound with Carson-Newman putting the tying run on base. In this 8th inning. 3-1 game. It'll be Sebastian Rodriguez against Caden Hansen, with the corners occupied with 1 out. The redshirt junior, Caden Hansen, 5'9", out of Wilmer, Minnesota. To pitch for the Wolves, he has not allowed a run since his first outing of March, 3 1/3, and he gave up a run against Coker. He has pitched 4 times in conference play and not allowed a run until that Coker outing to begin the month of March. All right, Hansen against Rodriguez. Sebastian represents the go-ahead run, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Next one home to Rodriguez. He slices it toward left center field. This ball is headed toward the wall. It is dropped in left field. Floyd will score. The runners will only go up 1 base each, and it's a 1-run game. A dropped fly ball by Cooper Raines in left. Everyone's safe. It was a long run for Raines, but he didn't make the play. You don't see that all the time. Another Newberry error in this 8th inning has made it a one-run game. 3-2, now Braxton Smith shows bunt, bunts it back to the pitcher. Hanson fields, throws to first. It's a good throw. And now runners on second and third with 2 outs in the 8th. And the Eagles will bring Carson Cochran to the dish. A 1-3 putout on the sacrifice bunt from Braxton Smith. Carson Cochran represents the chance for the Eagles to try to take the lead. Ball gets underneath the catcher. It goes all the way to the backstop, and Ryan Bolton scores. The Eagles tie it at 3 in the 8th. A wild pitch advances both runners. We're actually going to go past ball. That hit the catcher's mitt and got away from Luke White. As Cochran takes low and outside again, and it's 2-0. So it will be a wild pitch. Or check that, past ball on the catcher White that allows both runners to advance. Bolton to score, and now a 2-0 fastball is a strike. Two balls and a strike. Go-ahead run is at third base, and Sebastian Rodriguez here in the 8th. 2-1. Slowly hit ball foul. It hit off Cochran's bat twice, and it's an even 2-2 count. Boy, oh boy, what an 8th inning for Carson-Newman. It scored 4 times to win yesterday in the 8th. Can they do it again in this game to rally? 2-2 set. Hanson's pitch to Cochran, sit towards second, but Hanson snares it out of the air and will flip to first to end the inning. But Carson-Newman has tied the game in the 8th inning. 3-run score on 2 hits and 2 errors in the frame. Eagles leave the go-ahead run at third. We'll head to the 9th. Locked up at 3 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Harrison Shelton back out for the 9th inning. With the game tied at 3. Shelton tossed a scoreless 8th. And now we'll go against Luke White, 7, 8, and 9 for the Wolves here in the 9th. With the game locked at 3. First pitch of the 9th is a strike. Carson-Newman enters a 9th inning tied for the 2nd time this season. They lost one of the Catawba games that they entered tied heading into the 9th. Breaking ball outside of the plate for ball 1 to Luke White. White, Mims, Lugo. Bottom 3 in the order for the Wolves here against Harris and Shelton. The redshirt freshman pitches a breaking ball that stays outside again, 2-1. Eagles extending Shelton here and into the 9th inning after Higgins' 7 innings. Shelton has pitched 2 innings this season. That was last weekend at Tusculum. Fastball stays high, and it's 3-1. That is the only time Shelton's recorded more than 3 outs in his 5 career appearances this season. He's tasked with pitching to start the 9th, and a game tied at 3. 3-1, breaking ball, stays outside. It's ball 4. Newberry going to go to the bench here. Pinch runner going to come in for Luke White after he draws the walk. And they are going to bring in Cody Brate to run at first base, and Carson-Newman will call for time. Tom Griffin's going to talk about this situation here. And what more than likely we'll see Mims try to place down a sacrifice bunt to get that winning run into scoring position. Eagles are going to talk over the defensive strategy and how they want to operate this situation should Chandler Mims square around and show bunt. .21 pitches for Shelton. And Carson-Newman is going to go to the bullpen. 3-all, we're in the 9th. Newberry has the go-ahead run on base, and the Eagles turning to Kyle Adams for the 2nd straight day. More on Adams when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Kyle Adams warming up prior to making an appearance for the 2nd consecutive day and for the 7th time this season. He was fantastic yesterday, 2 1/3 scoreless to get the final 7 outs of Carson-Newman's 11-7 win over Newberry. He entered the game with the bases loaded and 2 outs and got a 3-pitch strikeout to get out of that jam. He finished off his outing with 3 strikeouts in his longest outing of the year. He threw 28 pitches. He's active. He will pitch in this game. And for the 2nd straight game, for the first time in his career, he gets Chandler Mims in what could be a sacrifice bunt situation. Corners coming in quickly, and a pitch out here to start the at-bat is ball 1 away. One ball, no strikes, the count. On Chandler Mims, who is 1 for 3. He shows bunt this time, bunts it just in front of the plate. It is a fair ball. Cochran fields as he falls forward and makes the play. He thought that was going to potentially roll back into foul territory, but it stayed in the front of the home plate and just barely fair after it had some backspin on it. And Cochran had to avoid the bat as well to make that good throw up the line. Play made on the sac bunt. Runner moves to second. That's where the go-ahead run for the Wolves stands with 1 away. And now Jomar Lugo. A redshirt freshman Adams comes set. He pauses and pitches with 6 on the clock and fires a strike. 3-all the score. All 6 runs have been scored in 2 half innings. A 3-run Newberry fourth and a 3-run bottom of the 8th for Carson-Newman has leveled things up in the 9th. 0-1 pause for Adams. The middle infielders converge. It's a fake pickoff. Adams is running after him. They'll throw to third. They picked him off. The hidden ball trick works to success. Nathan and Gibson with elite acting jobs, and the pinch runner is caught in a rundown. It works maybe once a year. A 1-5 caught stealing for the second out of the inning. 0-1 now to Lugo is an inside breaking ball for ball 1. Jeez Louise, you rarely see that. You rarely see a dropped fly ball. And those 2 things have happened to Newberry in the last 2 innings. 1-1. Ball 2 away. Three all the score, bases clear for the 9-hitter Lugo. 2-1 from Adams. Slider stays away, 3-1. The acting job from the middle infielders, Gibson and Nathan, is what sets all that up. 3-1. Slider breaks in the lower part of the zone, and Jomar Lugo's walked again. He's been walked 6 times now this weekend. He's at first, and the Wolves have another runner on base. How big of a caught stealing is that? Well, it would be first and second, 1 out, with Lugo at first base after this walk instead. The runner is fooled by the hidden ball trick. And now Luke Compton. First pitch he sees from Adams is a fastball for a strike. Fantastic work. And now can the Eagles pitch a scoreless 9th to try to walk it off in the home half. 0-1 set for Adams. Breaking ball, golfed into the infield, right side. Nathan ranging over, he's got it, the inning's over. Newberry runs themselves into the final out of the inning. The hidden ball trick works to perfection to end Newberry's threat in the 9th. The Eagles can walk it off in the home half after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Three all in the 9th. Carson-Newman can walk it off. After trailing 3-0 entering the 8th, the Eagles took advantage of a pair of Newberry errors in the 8th inning to score 3 times. A passed ball brought the tying run in. And now, after some great work in the top half of the 9th, Carson-Newman has a chance to walk it off in the home half against Caden Hansen in the 9th inning. Tied at 3. It is 9-1-2, the scheduled hitters. Check that, 8-9-1, the scheduled hitters for Carson-Newman to open the bottom half of the 9th. Caden Hansen, the right-handed reliever, comes set. First pitch of the inning is a breaking ball in the inner half for a called strike. Campbell McCurry is the new catcher for Newberry after Luke White was pinch ran for in the top half of that 9th inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball away, 1-1 count. Carson-Newman's last walk-off single, or last walk-off hit in general, was a walk-off single by Frankie Delgado for Carson-Newman, the series opener against top 10 Florida Southern last season, as Gibson takes low for ball 2. That was Carson-Newman's only walk-off in the 2025 season. They don't have one this year. 2-1 pause for Hansen, and he hits Aiden Gibson. It runs too far inside, and a hit batter will put Gibson aboard for Sean Strittmatter. He came in as a defensive replacement to the junior transfer, and now he gets the opportunity for Carson-Newman with a runner at first and nobody out. Strittmatter showing bunt early, and he pulls it back and takes a strike. Three all the score here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman has the winning run at first base in the ninth with nobody out. 0-1 set for Hansen. Strittmatter showing bunt early. He'll bunt it first base side. Beautifully done. It's fielded by Osmond. He throws to first. It's a 3-4 sack bunt that moves Gibson into scoring position for Maddox Green in the ninth. Maddox Green is 1 for 4. He's got one of Carson-Newman's 4 hits. The Eagles have no walk-off wins this year. Last time Newberry was in town, Carson-Newman walked off the Wolves in the 11th inning. Can the Eagles walk off Newberry for the second time in 3 years? First pitch breaking ball to Maddox Green is low for ball 1. It was Carson Cochran on February 24th of that 2024 season in the opener against the Wolves. The Eagles walked him off 6-5 in the 11th. 1-0 from Hansen. Green watches it break to the outer edge of the strike zone. It's 1-1. Good thing about this ninth inning for Carson-Newman's half is that you've got Cole Nathan, Logan Floyd after this, so you've got some of your better hitters after Green. If he can't do it, 1-1. Breaking ball goes underneath the catcher, Campbell McCurry, and will allow Gibson to move to third. Gibson was hit by a pitch, and now he advances to third. He was sacrificed to second, and a wild pitch advances Gibson to third, and now a sac fly can win it. Infield in for Newberry, the 2-1. Swing and a foul ball off the end of Green's bat makes it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Green is a breaking ball outside. It's 3-2. Well, a walk wouldn't be the worst thing. It could set up a double play situation for Newberry. But I think they're worried about just getting this out of Green. 3-2 swing and a ball into the turf. McCurry will throw to first. It's a low throw. It's fielded by Osmond. Gibson going to hustle back to third. And there's 2 outs. Green chases a ball in the turf, swings and misses. They had to throw to first to get the out. It was a low throw, but Osmond fielded it off the hop and then kept Gibson at third. 2 away, and can Cole Nathan be the hero? Head coach Tom Griffin wants to have a one-on-one conversation with his all-sack hitter who is hitless in his plate appearances today. 0 for 2. Reached his first 2 at-bats. Walked and was hit by a pitch. And now Newberry's infield wants to have a conversation. They'll all join in with Caden Hansen out on the mound. Newberry mistakes is a main reason Carson-Newman's in this game. The Wolves dropped a fly ball in the 8th. They also made a fielding error in that inning that started the rally. And then in this inning, they've started the 9th by hitting Aiden Gibson, and that's why the Eagles have a runner on base, and he's moved to third because of a sac bunt and a wild pitch. Got to be sharp in these spots. You've got the reserve catcher McCurry catching right now, and anything that gets away from him could win the game. 2 outs, winning run at third. First pitch to Nathan's a low breaking ball for ball 1. Carson-Newman's won consecutive series against Newberry for the first time since the 2013-14 seasons. They're trying to win this series with the win in this game as this ball runs outside again, and it's 2-0. Good block by McCurry. The Eagles won yesterday thanks to 8th inning offense. And they're trying to win a second straight against the Wolves with late offense again. 2-0 from Hansen, another breaking ball low and away, and it's 3-0. He's being very cautious against Nathan. You've got Logan Floyd on deck, who hits .395, so it's not an easier option after Nathan. Here's the 3-0 breaking ball, knee high for a strike. See if Hansen comes right at Nathan here. Newberry's infield can play normal depth. They just need an out to force extras. 3-1 to Nathan. Breaking ball outside, ball 4. Not the worst thing in the world for Newberry. First and third now with 2 away, and we'll see how they want to pitch to Logan Floyd. Ryan Bolton is a pinch hitter that has come into the game behind Floyd. He's 1 for 2. Floyd's going to step in. He is 1 for 3. He doubled and later scored in that 3-run 8th. Is Floyd the hero for Carson-Newman? First pitch he sees is a breaking ball in the inner half for called strike 1. The Eagles have scored the last 3 runs in this game, hoping the 4th finishes off this series and gets the win and then sets up a sweep for later today. The sophomore sets at the chest and pitches an 0-1 breaking ball outside for ball 1. Gibson on base. He's the game-winning run at third. He was hit by a pitch to open the inning. Nathan at first base to join him. 1-1. Floyd hits it high out toward right field. Back goes Bandy. He gets near the wall. He's got some room, and he makes the catch and will head to extras in Mossy Creek. 9 innings, not enough to decide the first game of the day. We'll head to the 10th. Carson-Newman strands 2 in the 9th on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
For the first time this season, Carson-Newman will play extra innings. They're going to need extra innings to try to win this middle game of the series and first of the doubleheader today against the Newberry Wolves. Carson-Newman played 2 extra inning games last season. Lost its first one against Lincoln Memorial in 10 innings, 10-7. And against Florida Southern 2 games later, 1 in 12, 7-6. Eagles get their first opportunity to play extra innings this season. It'll be Kyle Adams to start the inning against Cooper Rains on a mid-50s sunny day in Jefferson City, Tennessee. 9 innings, not enough to play as Adams drops in a breaking ball on the outside corner for called strike 1, and the 10th inning is underway. Next one home, breaking ball outside. It's a 1-1 count. Newberry also competing in its second extra inning game of the year. They lost to Coker 14-13 in 12 innings back on February 7th. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Second straight weekend, the Wolves actually play an extra inning affair. Lost to LMU in the finale at home last weekend in extra innings, so they've got 2 extra inning affairs. And they're 1-1 this year. 3-1 count on Cooper Rains. Kyle Adams sets and pitches a breaking ball that's fouled back, and the count runs full. See how long the Eagles want to stick with Adams. Again, he threw 28 pitches yesterday. He's up to 15 so far in this one. The ideal case would probably be to get him through a scoreless 10th and then go elsewhere in the 11th. 3-2. Pop fly high in the infield. Gibson, Nathan charging in. It's Nathan on his side of the infield making the catch for the first out of the inning. And now Keeler Osbin. Cooper Rains 0 for 5. In fact, Newberry's top 3 hitters, 1, 2, and 3, Compton, Rains, Osbin, are combined 0 for 13. Newberry has just 1 hit since inning 4. Line drive to left. Maddox Green going back near the warning track. He's got plenty of room to make the catch. 1 pitch. The second out recorded by Kyle Adams and Carson-Newman. And now, Finn McLaughlin. In the home half of the 10th, Carson-Newman will have 4, 5, and 6. Ryan Bolton, Sebastian Rodriguez, Braxton Smith, the scheduled hitters. Adams sets at the belt. First one to McLaughlin's fouled back for strike 1. So after a long first at-bat to get the first out, Adams gets the 1-pitch pop out, and now is just a couple of pitches away from a 1-2-3 10th. Trying to blank Newberry's offense for the 6th straight inning. 0-1 pause for Adams. Fastball away. 1-1. How valuable, let's go back to that 4th inning where Carson-Newman had watched the Newberry Wolves score 3 times. The bases were loaded with 1 out, and Ryan Higgins got a double play ball to end the inning. 1-1 is low for ball 2. That play, that defensive double play was massive in inning 4 to limit Newberry's 3-run 4th. And obviously that is extremely valuable the way this game's played out. 2-1 on the way. McLaughlin behind on Adams' changeup, and it's a swinging strike 2. Kyle Adams along with Harrison Shelton and Ryan Higgins trying to continue a stretch. Adams trying to continue a stretch where Carson-Newman's pitched a 0 in 5 straight innings, and Adams will have to fire another one before trying to get a 6th straight scoreless frame for his team. The Wolves have just 1 hit since inning 4. 4 of their 5 hits came in the 4th inning of play. A game that has 6 runs only has 9 hits. 2-2 again. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Kyle Adams is a star. He has his first strikeout of this game, and the Eagles have another chance to walk it off. We head to the home half of the 10th, tied at 3 in Mossy Creek.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work. and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Home half of the 10th, Caden Hansen back to work and ending in 2/3 scoreless for Hansen so far. 30 pitches for Hansen and 8 batters faced. He's walked a guy and struck out a guy as well. He is the only reliever to pitch for Newberry in this game. He's relieved Nick Rydell, who gave up 3 runs. They were all unearned runs in that 3-run 8th. It's been Hansen since, and he's looked good. He's pitched well out of a 9th inning jam, where Carson-Newman had the winning run at 3rd and 1 out. 10th inning starts with Ryan Bolton's line drive foul down the left field line. He was out in front of a breaking ball at 77 from Hansen for strike 1. This series has lived up to the hype. You thought both these teams would come ready to play. A Newberry team tied for 3rd entering the weekend. A Carson-Newman team in 7th place trying to work its way up the league table. 0-1 to Bolton. He's behind a breaking ball, and it's 0-2. These two teams have delivered and have played some fantastic baseball. Certainly Newberry's 8th inning, they'll want to have back. A dropped fly ball, an error, a passed ball. All doomed the Wolves, and why we're playing extra innings. And the first of 2 today. 3-all the score, 0-2 from Hansen. Bolton floats it high in the air, shallow right. Bandy after it. It'll drop in for a base hit. It rolls up the hill. Bolton on his horse. He's rounding second, headed for 3rd. The throw is late. The Mountain Dew Man has a triple to open the 10th. First triple of the year for Ryan Bolton is how the 10th inning starts. It wasn't hit all that well. Bandy gave it all he had in right, made a diving effort, but it dinged off his glove, went up the hill in foul ground. And because it went off his glove and fluttered away from all 3 Newberry fielders, that allowed Bolton to just keep running, and he stopped at 3rd, sliding in safely. First career triple for Ryan Bolton, and what a time for it to put some pressure here on the Wolves. They got out of a situation in the 9th where Carson-Newman had a guy at 3rd and 1 out. This situation much more dangerous. A guy at 3rd, nobody out. And Sebastian Rodriguez, the rookie, can try to walk this thing off. Jay Snyder went out to have a conversation with his team on the mound, and Carson-Newman taking this time to talk things over in foul ground as well between its hitters after Rodriguez and also the runner Bolton, and all 3 coaches, Coach Griffin, first base coach Trey Miller, bench coach Brendan Kroeb, and others joined in on the conversation. Trey Miller heads back over to first base to coach, and Rodriguez, the rookie, will stand in. Infield in for Newberry. They can't allow a run to score here in the 10th. First one to Rodriguez is a strike on the outside corner. Caden Hansen trying to navigate another late inning situation. Infield in for the Wolves. Strike 1 on Rodriguez. The next one is fastball low. After Rodriguez is Braxton Smith. Something to the outfield wins the game potentially. If you hit it deep enough, Bolton can score from third. The 1-1 set, and Hansen pitches, and Rodriguez swings and misses. Was it a foul ball? It was. And it's strike two. One ball, two strike count. Sebastian Rodriguez at the plate for Carson-Newman in the 10th. Winning run at third. Breaking ball lifted out toward left field. It's slicing. Will it be fair? It is not. It slices foul and play continues. Rodriguez just a few feet away from winning the game. Newberry shifted defensively. They wouldn't have caught the ball anyway. But it just barely sliced to the left of the left field line. One-two set for Hansen. Here it is. Breaking ball again, slicing down the left field line. Is this one fair? It is. It's caught on the line. Bolton hustling home. He scores. Carson-Newman wins in walk-off fashion. A walk-off sacrifice fly from the freshman Sebastian Rodriguez. Carson-Newman rallies from down 3 in the 8th to win it 4-3 in the 10th. Carson-Newman wins its 5th straight game by 2 runs or less. They've won 5 straight in these close games, and they extend their winning streak to 4 straight games. Rodriguez wins it for the Eagles. Bolton's triple to open the 10th, the reason Carson-Newman can sweep the Wolves later today. Great work from Ryan Bolton off the bench, and the rookie Rodriguez does the job in the 10th. Final line score, Carson-Newman scores 4 times on 5 hits with an error, while Newberry scores 3 runs on 5 hits. They only had 1 hit over the final 6 innings of play. Final score in the first game of the day, 4-3. Kyle Adams wins his 2nd straight game for Carson-Newman, and now the Eagles can try to sweep the Wolves in 30 minutes. First pitch roughly around 3:20, 3:30 here on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman wins the first game of the day and can sweep the Wolves in about a half hour.